Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the garage. So I hope everybody had a good week this week. In our last episode, if you will, we were testing the truck on the street, trying to figure out some transmission issues. We thought we had them sorted out. We're going to go to the track the next day, which was Wednesday. Needless to say, there was no video posted up because that didn't happen. So about midday, I got a notification from the Cecil County Dragway app. Yes, Cecil County Dragway has its own app. And they're very good this year. Last year, not so much, but this year they've been very good about posting up like, hey, track's open, or the weather's looking bad, but we're still gonna try and run tonight, or just flat out, weather's bad, we're not gonna run. Which was the case. So it was cold and windy. They said, we're not going to run tonight for Wednesday night test and tune. So I decided to have my own test and tune. Took the truck out on the street. Canada, of course. It wasn't Mexico. I think there's a wall in place, so I can't get through. Anyhow, took the truck out, brought it up to 10 pounds of pressure, or 10 pounds of boost, they should say. Launched the truck, and it performed exactly how it should. So I brought the truck around and did it again, brought it up to 15 pounds. Pounds is about where the truck starts spinning in four-wheel drive. Started spinning, got out of it, got back in it, and it just did what it was supposed to. Everything shifted right, everything felt great. So I figured, you know what? The truck's right. I'm not going to mess with anything on it. So hopefully we can get the test and tune on Friday. So then the last, couple nights, I just been hunting in the woods, seen a bunch of doe. I did see a nice wide buck the other night chasing the doe around the field. And then I saw him again tonight when I went in, chasing another doe, or the same doe, chasing a doe. Nice wide buck. I think it was probably a 6-point or so, but definitely out past the ears, definitely quality. So anyhow, went out there and did some hunting. Also, I spent some time trying to get the garage cleaned up and the KFX back together. This is my 400 Kawasaki KFX, or man, I said it all messed up. It's a Kawasaki KFX 400. This thing has been in shambles since I started the channel. I bet you guys can probably guess what happened to it. It had some transmission issues. Can you imagine that? Me? Transmission issues? Get out. So anyhow, I've been trying to get it back together. Just, it's been an eyesore here in the garage, and I've been so focused on the truck stuff that I completely put this thing on the back burner. Needless to say, I got the head, I got the valves all adjusted in the head, got the timing set. I've just been trying to get it started. That's why the airbox and the exhaust are on there. I just can't quite get it to, get started right. I think it's a spark issue, which being into the diesels is odd. Spark, what do you need that for? All kidding aside, just trying to get that thing back together, and just trying to figure out what's going on with it. So anyhow, now today, Friday, I was all excited. I knew the weather was going to get bad for this evening into tomorrow. Needless to say, got another notification at about 2 o'clock this afternoon. Cecil County Dragway will be closed due to the impending rain and cold weather. So the amount of days that we're going to be able to get the truck to the track is certainly getting slimmer and slimmer. If we get back to the track 2-3 times, I think we'll be lucky the way the weather's kind of working out. So needless to say, anything we do to the truck, like I've stated before, is going to be stuff that if we get caught with our pants down or we get in a hiccup, it's not going to hold us from running the truck. So our plans for this evening on the truck are just that, stuff that's not a big deal. We're going to get rid of the factory exhaust. So I know the hood stack, the selectable hood stack, I should say, a lot of people really, hey, if you're going to gut this thing like this, why are you keeping that on there? And I know, and you're right, but it's just something I wanted to see work. And it did work until we started really pushing the truck to its limits. This butterfly valve down here, I think it suffered some damage from our high EGTs and the flames out of the hood stack. So needless to say, that's not closing all the way anymore. So that, and I like the hood stack so much that I really only wanted to run the rear exhaust just at the track to make a pass and then turn the hood stack on just to confuse the hell out of people. But needless to say, that's not going to work. When I was at Maple Grove, a couple people asked me, why is there exhaust coming out the front and the back? Well, that's why. So we're going to get rid of the rear exhaust, cap off the downpipe. I might even remove the hood stack to see what's going on with that valve, and also line it up to see if we can just get rid of it. My feeling is that that will put the stack off of the hole in the hood. So we'll probably just either make a spacer or just put the valve back in for the time being and just run the truck that way. But needless to say, we're going straight hood stack. So also in the idea of stuff that is not going to hold us up from racing, I figure this passenger side of the truck, well, it looks awful heavy. That, and it won't affect me in the driver's seat, more importantly. So we gutted the door. We don't have a use for a passenger seat belt without a passenger seat, and there's like 3 layers of sheet metal over there. So we're going to get rid of that. We're going to put a hole over there, and I think up front here we have the same kind of thing, so we're going to put a nice hole there. So that whole side is nice and matching. You know, we're going to just kind of feng shui the passenger side of the truck. So guys, I know that was kind of a lot of rambling about what's been going on. Basically, I've been hunting, we can't race, but we can lighten the truck up. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's get to it and get to work. Got the selectable exhaust off, well, at least the hood stack portion and the tailpipe portion. So the butterfly valve on the hood stack, that's all the further closed it'll go. I mean, it is just there. So when messing with it, I was thinking maybe this coupling slipped, and if you press on it, it doesn't move on it. So I'm not sure what exactly happened. It still seems to function like it should, because when it opens up, it actually goes a little further than it should. So it must have spun on this shaft somehow, but it's now bound up again. Needless to say, like I said, it did work. And whatever's going on with it, it probably still would work. I could probably fix it. Probably just something with this coupling right here. But needless to say, we don't need it. The hood stack's cool enough. Really just wanted it for reaction, and never got the chance to actually use it at the drag strip like that. But oh well. So the exhaust is off. I'm gonna try and test fit the hood stack on there, see if we just extend this straight up, if it will work. If not, I'll have to either try and make a spacer, or we will open that valve up and put that back in. It's not melted at all or anything. So like I said, I think it just over traveled or something and spun a little, but I can't put it back by hand without loosening those Allens. So it's not in that bad a shape. So we'll keep moving on and get this all wrapped up, either get a hood stack back in or get a game plan and then start cutting up in the inside. Well, that piece is out, and nice little Pentastar logo on there. But anyhow, we got that corner piece out of the passenger side. That's all cut out. I think we can probably follow those lines right up and over, get rid of all this other excess sheet metal. Really, this side, what we do here will transfer over to the driver's side eventually when we get a cage, a good racing seat, and a 5-point harness. Right now, that side's just roughed in. It's not cleaned up. There's a lot of sharp edges, all that kind of stuff. But we got that corner done, you know, cut out wise at least. But like I said, we'll transfer that all over, get that all cut out, clean everything up. It'll be nicey nice. Yeah, just a little weight here and there adds up. So speaking of weight, we also got rid of the whole selectable hood stack system. Well, not the whole thing. So our hood stack is still there, our downpipe is still in. I don't have the block off plate. I do have one, but I don't have it right here, at least I can't find it, for the downpipe. So we'll block that off, so we'll just run straight hood stack, which turned out well. I bolted it down, moved it around a little bit, and got it kind of centered in the hole so the hood goes down properly. So now it sticks out about 3/4 of an inch, which not too shabby, I think. But yeah, we lost all this weight over here from the muffler and tail section, which is actually a little heavier than I thought it was. So that's some more weight out of the truck. Like I said, just something I wanted to try. I thought it was neat, but from where the build started originally, so the original plan for this truck 1.5, 2 years ago was like to have like a mean street truck, you know, just have something that was nasty on the street but still drivable, all that kind of stuff. But then it got switched into what it is now, slicing and dicing, cutting little things like that out to make it a full-on drag truck. And I know with the steel wheels, it definitely still looks like grandpa status, but yeah, we're cutting every ounce out of this thing we can. That selectable hood stack, I know we've gone through this multiple times. It was something I wanted to do, wanted to try. It did work. We had a little issue with our valve here. It just won't close all the way. But I think if we reclock that coupling, we'd probably be all right. But honestly, I wanted some reactions at the track from it, and that was kind of like the biggest thing after we got through the whole it's not a street truck anymore. And really, the hood stack, who doesn't love a hood stack? I mean, the sound, the look, it's just cool. The only thing bad about it is like the whole passenger side of the cab, like here, is just shitty all the time. But other than that, it's not bad. And really, that's just from driving around. It doesn't get like that at drag strip. So anyway, guys, got rid of the exhaust, cut some pieces out. We're just lightening the truck up even more. I want a 9-second pass. I really do. I really would like to try and get the truck as fast as we can this year. We're running out of track days. If Cecil, goes through this next couple weeks where they got to close because of the weather, they're probably just going to say, that's it, we're done for the season, and then we're done. So that's kind of like our time crunch. Every chance we get at the track may be our last. So we got to take those and optimize them as best we can. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Get out in your garage, get the wrenching on your truck.